The late afternoon sun hovered above the horizon, painting the sky in glowing streaks of amber and rose. The air was strangely still, as if the world itself was holding its breath. Elisha stood at the edge of the Jordan River, his sandals sinking slightly into the soft, damp earth. His heart felt heavy, yet full. Moments earlier, he had witnessed the impossible. His mentor and spiritual father, Elijah, swept up into heaven by a roaring whirlwind and chariots of fire. The memory burned in his mind like a brand. Elijah's cloak falling from the sky, the sound of rushing wind, the sudden silence that followed. Now, Elisha stood alone, gripping that very mantle in his hands. It was more than fabric. It was a symbol of calling, promise, and divine responsibility. The Jordan River before him flowed with strength, its waters swirling in deep shades of green and gold. This was the same river Elijah had struck just hours before. But that was Elijah, the great prophet, the man of miracles. Elisha swallowed hard. Could he really walk in his footsteps? He lifted his eyes to heaven and whispered, voice trembling, "Where is the Lord, the God of Elijah?" The wind brushed against him, almost as if answering. With resolve building inside him, Elisha tightly rolled up the mantle. He stepped closer to the river's edge. His pulse pounded in his ears. He raised the cloak high, just as he had seen Elijah do countless times, and struck the surface of the Jordan. For a moment, nothing. Just the sound of flowing water. Then, the river shuddered. A deep rumble vibrated through the ground beneath him. The current slowed, hesitated, and then, by the power of God, began to tear apart. The waters split clean down the middle, pulling away from each other like curtains drawn by an invisible hand. Rising walls of water towered on both sides, shimmering in the golden light. The riverbed, moments ago hidden beneath churning water, now lay exposed, dry, solid, and waiting. Elisha stared in awe. The God of Elijah was also his God. He stepped forward, one foot, then another, crossing the path carved out by divine power. As he reached the other side, he felt different, stronger, chosen, ready. Watching from a distance were the sons of the prophets, their eyes wide, their voices hushed. They had witnessed the miracle, and with it came realization. Elijah's spirit rests on Elisha, they murmured. From that day forward, Elisha walked not in the shadow of Elijah, but in the calling God placed upon him, performing miracles that would echo through history. The Jordan had opened before him, and so had his destiny. If this story inspired you, make sure to like the video, leave a comment sharing your favorite moment, and subscribe for more powerful biblical stories brought to life.